Hello everyone, A.M.R. weather here, and today we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Debbie just before it strengthens a little and makes landfall in Southern Carolina. Here are the sea surface temperatures where Debbie currently is. They are about 28 degrees Celsius. That is more than needed for tropical development, although we don't expect it to strengthen much because of how little time it has over the water and how close it is to land. I only expect it to be about 50-55 miles per hour when it makes landfall. Here's that other system. It is in waters of 29 degrees Celsius, although we are less agreeing now that it will form because it is going to deal with land interaction all the way up until the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. So if it forms, it will only be a brief tropical depression or tropical storm. Here's the GFS model. You can see that they have it now kind of bringing it up to South Carolina and doing a loop and then going back up to South Carolina. That is a really weird track, and I've never seen anything like that, although that could certainly happen because there is no steering currents or pattern for this storm currently. So, and they expect it to be making landfall as a decently strong tropical storm. Same with what I'm agreeing with, so I think we're all on board here. Here's the wind shear. You can see that it still has some pockets of favorability. That is why it's still going to strengthen a little bit just before landfall on early Thursday morning. Here is the current rainfall models from Tropical Tidbits, not the official one from the National Weather Service. You can see that North and South Carolina are going to get at most now 9 to 10 inches. I think they're going to get more than that, like the National Weather Service is predicting, but we'll have to wait out and see. But please do not let your guard down. Here's the current vorticity. You can see that they have it becoming well organized and well wrapped again before making landfall in South Carolina as a decently strong tropical storm, bringing impacts also to the mid-Atlantic and to the northeast. So here's what Debbie currently looks like. You can see there's some convection firing up around the northeastern side and also a teeny tiny bit around the low-level circulation in the middle there. But I don't expect it to be doing that much, even though it will be out water for a couple days. It's only going to strengthen to a mid-range tropical storm, so it will mostly just be the flooding and rainfall that they have to worry about. Here is the tropical weather outlook from NOAA. You can see that this area has been downgraded to a 10% chance in 7 days and a 0 in 2 days. And there's Debbie off the coast of Southern Carolina, expected to make landfall sometime tomorrow morning to potentially tomorrow evening. Here's Debbie currently right now. That orange, that's its wind field, and it currently has winds of 45 miles per hour. It's moving northeast at 4 miles per hour. And it is expected to make landfall sometime early Monday, and it is expected to make landfall sometime early Thursday, becoming a tropical depression sometime early Friday, and then becoming a post-tropical cyclone later the day on Friday, bringing impacts into the northeast and potentially Canada. Here's the rainfall. You can see that North Carolina and South Carolina are still going to get 8 to 12 inches locally. Which can still cause massive flooding, so don't let your guard down. Even in Virginia, you can see that area right here is going to be experiencing some areas of 8 to 10 inches just northeast of Roanoke. Here is the current storm surge. You can see that portions of South and North Carolina are going to get 2 to 4 feet, maybe higher locally. So y'all will have to be on the watch for that too in case you live just at the beach. Get some sandbags and be prepared. Finally, here's the ocean heat content. You can see it is climbing still, some hot pockets building in the northwest Gulf of Mexico. That pocket's still going strong in the northeast Gulf of Mexico and kind of the central Gulf too there. And then you can see the Caribbean is all good there with a lot of heat stored up. And the southwestern Gulf is also building up. And where Debbie is, there is still a good amount of ocean heat content for it to strengthen up to a mid-range tropical storm just before making landfall. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. And as always, stay safe and be prepared.